So I want to show one of the recently completed features in ZeroQuarry, which is automated report exports, Pentester style exports. So the lineage of this feature comes from, myself and many that I've worked with have had to produce reports that the code that you've been producing for your own customers has been scanned by a third-party pen testing firm of some kind. Often you have to do this for SOC 2 Type 2 audits, but also many customers would ask for more frequent scans, potentially twice per year or even more frequently than that. And what I always found myself situated in as a product manager was trying to decide between a very expensive penetration testing firm, which might charge tens of thousands of US dollars to try and do a scan against our code, and it would often take them weeks with multiple pen testers involved to try and find the vulnerabilities, and they generally produced pretty good results. Or what many companies did more frequently, which was to find a very low-cost pen testing firm, maybe a few thousand US dollars. You do this once per year, maybe twice per year if you really needed it. But the results that you got out of this were very, very low quality. It was usually that they were running some sort of automated, very simple suites like Burp Suite and similar. So you get very low quality output. Sometimes that you'd get somebody that would run a SAST tool as well, but very low quality, like I said. So anyway, I've already done the cooking show here, and we have scanned a project which I know has some vulnerabilities in it. From here, I could export the results, and I can choose the different types of reports, and I can choose pen tester style report. But like I said, I had this automatically sent via email, and I'll open up the email. And we can see that it has two emails attached, or two PDFs that are attached. The first is one without the detailed findings. So this is what you might produce for a auditor or for a customer to give an indication that you have produced a scan, what the scan was, what the finding definitions, and ultimately the count of each finding might be. And this might be something that you can produce for those customers and for the auditors to, again, prove that you have completed a scan on whatever, and provide the latest assessment date here. But you can also export the more detailed findings, which are more useful for either internal use or for your own third-party suppliers if you need to scan their software periodically and you want to produce detailed findings on for yourself as a software vendor with your own dependencies. So these are the types of reports. Like I said, I would have always loved to have something like this available. This scan took tens of minutes instead of multiple days or multiple weeks. Instead of costing thousands or tens of thousands of dollars for a scan, the total cost is on the tens of dollars potentially, or a few $100s for a much larger code base. And what you would normally do with this is you'd actually choose to rerun this. So customers often ask then, did you address the security findings that were part of the pen tester? And what you can do is you can have it rerun a pool against the code base first, and then run a repeated scan like once per month. Scan only what's changed or do a full rescan, and you can have it check whether the previous findings were fixed and have it include that as part of your evidence to customers. So if you are running or using third-party pen testers to scan your code bases and you might think that this would be useful, please do reach out and we'd love to help.